absolute comedy, literally tours all over doing comedy. Please give it up for the one and only Aaron Ryan, everybody.
Oh, come on, keep that over Sandy, everybody. He's doing the Lord's work up here. Holy. Yeah, it's nice to be in the big city of Kitchener. Came in from Cambridge today. One clap, thank you, sir. Yes, this guy's been to Cambridge. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Cambridge's better than Kitchener, anyways. Thank you. I always do that. Gauge the room. Get a gauge on the room. What's Kitchener got? A train that I can walk faster than. That's it. Nothing else. But no, we do a lot of small towns doing Canadian comedy. That's the dream. You go to a lot of small towns. Hopefully one day you sell at the ACC, you know? But it starts in the small towns. So I went to Fergus, doing comedy in Fergus in a coffee shop. Beautiful town, you know? And I always think, I'm going to endear myself. Being from Cambridge, you like to shit on the neighboring town. They love it. You say, fuck Hespeler, everybody loves it. They go crazy, you know? So I'm in Fergus, and I go, yeah, not like those pieces of shit in Arthur. Never been to Arthur, don't know anything about Arthur. And this giant farmer stands up in the back of the room with tears in his eyes. Mind you, I was the host, so this ruined the entire night. When this man said, there's good people in Arthur. There's good people in Arthur. And he just walked out of the room. That sucks the life out of a room. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was really hard to get them back after that. Not like going to Barrie and saying, yeah, fuck Angus, and everybody's like, yeah! They're gonna like flip cars over. They really don't like Angus. I went to Orangeville. I was like, what town do you guys hate? They're like, Shelburne it down! I was like, all right, don't go to Shelburne. That's fine. Yeah, you guys aren't a good crowd work crowd, I've noticed. People are asking you things. That's fine, I don't do a lot of crowd work anymore. It always blows up in my face. Last time I did crowd work, I pointed at a guy in the front row, and I was like, what do you do for a living, sir? And in that moment, his edible, I think, had kicked in. Because he was just drooling, going, ask anyone else. Ask anyone else. Please. He just had paralysis. He's like, oh, God. Like, it was a nightmare. I was like, where did you buy those? Those are like the ones your Newfie buddy sells you. And then he's like, you're going to want to run your own tests. You know when somebody gives you a gummy bear, they're like, cut it into 18 pieces. Like 18 pieces. Exactly? Or what? Ask anyone else. Oh, God. And the best thing about a guy that high, nobody claims him at the end of the night. Like everybody just gets up and leaves. And he's dead weight at that point. The only thing you can do, the best was his friend. He's like, I said, is he ODing? Like, is he having an OD? He's like, you can't OD on weed, man. I don't know, it's pretty close. Like his eyes were sunken in his head. He's just like, ask anyone, please. And the manager, the owner's just like, please, whose friend is this? And everybody's just like, nope, not today. Not helping that guy. Way too high, dead weight. But weed's way too strong. I don't know. I make cookies. I make weed cookies for Christmas. I always think that's a good idea. Not a good idea. I gave them out to people, and my tolerance might be a little high because I made gingerbread men. I gave them to my friend, and I was like, these are day timers. He coached his kid's hockey game after eating one of my gingerbread men. He's supposed to be manning the door. Kids were just slamming into the door. And they're like, Coach Billy, get the door. He's like, oh, God. These are not day timers. So my parents are retired, so I had my mom run her own tests on them. I got to test them on somebody. So I gave her a bunch. I get a phone call at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and all I hear is my dad go, Jesus Christ, Darren! Just listen! And he holds up the phone, and my mom goes, I have no bones. I have no bones. I was like, oh shit! Why didn't you cut it into 18 pieces? What were you thinking? I have no bones. He's like, she wants me to call a fucking ambulance. I was like, don't call an ambulance. The guy at the show told me you can't OD on weed, man. I said, eat every popsicle we have. I don't know. You're retired. Who cares? Sleep for a week. It's not a big deal. Oh, God. I can't smoke weed in public anymore. I get too paranoid. I was in Toronto. We do shows at weed rooms. So I was in a whole room full of people smoking weed, okay? I was way too high. And I'm walking down Yonge Street, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. I'm way too high for this. And all I heard was da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh no. What is that? And I broke the golden rule because I was too high. You don't make eye contact with people singing on the street. Come on, Kishner, you know this rule. If somebody's singing, you don't look at them. I watched a guy just scrolling on his hand once. A guy was singing on the street. He's just like, I'm kind of busy right now. Now I'm bliss. I'm like, oh God, who is that? And I look over, and this guy with a floor-length fur coat, no shirt on, Speedo, locks eyes with me from across the street and just goes, be my lover, won't you be my lover? I was like, oh God, no! No. He pins me up against the KFC. I was just like, oh God, he's right in my ear, just, I wanna be my lover. He's one of those breathy singers. The ones you hate at karaoke, the really breathy ones. I wanna be my lover. I felt trapped, you know? Just like moist on my face, the moistness. So we've been together for 3 years. Been a bit of a whirlwind romance. I pay most of the bills, but he's got the voice of an angel, so I can't kick him out. No, actually, I'm happily married. I love being married. I didn't realize how many that she had the right to pop any pimple I have. Are there any married guys here? And their wife, like, I'm in the kitchen or I'm in the bathroom and I'm just like, oh, what do we have here? And she peeks around the door like, may I? I've literally bruised ribs, dropped like crashing a dirt bike, and it hurts less than her gouging my back. She's like, almost got it. I'm like, God. When you move in with a girl, they just look at all of your stuff and say, no. They don't want any of it, okay? She's looking at my stuff. She's like, look at all this garage stuff. What? 7 Scarface posters. Look out, garage. Here it comes. Inflatable Stanley Cup. Garage stuff. Cool. And now I look around my house, and it's a home sense. Every single room has one of those pictures with writing on them. Life is better in flip-flops. That's in my bathroom right now. Not in Canada. Life is better in flip-flops, okay? One says, be your own kind of beautiful. These are real. I can't have people over, okay? They'll make fun of me. I have comedians for friends. They'll just be ruthless. One is covered in glitter and says, never miss your chance to sparkle. These are real. She has one that says, eat in the kitchen. We know. Eat. But I can't walk out of the house and look at a poster of Tony Montana sitting in front of a mountain of cocaine that says, make way for the bad guy. That's how I get motivated. Oh man, we're expecting a baby in December. That's exciting. Don't clap for that. I'm 40 years old. I'm in so much trouble. I'm not a fully functioning human. I'm a 40-year-old child. I forgot the name of detergent last week. I was like, where's the laundry sauce? Does anybody know where the laundry sauce is? She went away for a week. I didn't know you could portion and freeze meat. So I just made 10 pounds of taco meat. I had no idea. What do babies eat? Tacos? I hope they like tacos. Oh, what do kids watch now? My niece and nephew are 12. They can't even watch Hook. I was one of those kids who could watch anything they wanted. Like, I watched Scarface when I was in grade 3. I thought it was a comedy. I went to school, there was a girl in my class named Gina. I was like, it's okay, Gina. It's okay. Everybody's laughing until I said, her womb is so polluted. I can't even have a little fucking baby with her. And they're like, oh my God, Aaron, to the office. And when they're reading it back, they're like, and then he said, I was in grade 3, mind you, and then he said, she got a look on her face like she ain't been fucked in a year. I thought it was a comedy. I didn't know. Oh man. I thought it was a comedy. I had no idea. What do kids watch? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe after the show you can talk to me about that. So living in Cambridge is pretty funny. I have Newfie neighbors. I love Newfies, man. I love Newfies. They borrow the weirdest shit. I had friends over one time. My Newfie neighbor knocks on the door. She's like, "Can I borrow your toaster?" I'm like, "Okay." She comes in. She lights a cigarette with the toaster. Like, my friend was just in awe. He's like, "What the hell?" He goes, "Why didn't you just ask for a lighter?" She goes, "Because we're not making money." It's like, yes. Oh man, I have a Newfie buddy sign his mom up for Tough Mudder. He thought it was a competition for tough mothers. Like they would just show up and fight. I was like, "How's she doing?" She's like, "She's smoking 2 packs a day." It was like a 30-kilometer race. I was like, "I know, what happened?" She's like, "She ran in the woods, she never came out." I was like, "So what'd you do?" She's like, "I left her there. I gotta get home, I gotta work tomorrow." So you just left her? She's like, "I have a Tough Mudder, she'll make it home." I was like, I have no idea what happened to her. Oh, that poor lady. Oh God. I love living in Cambridge because people are insane. They put all their political views on bumper stickers. Have you seen these guys? A couple of these people in Kitchener, maybe. My favorite is just the fun ones. You know, there's one guy on my street that says "I eat ass" on the back of his car. He has a family. I've seen him put a kid in that car. It's insane. I was like, if that's a business, you need to put a phone number under that. I eat ass. Oh man, there's one I saw in London, Ontario. It was a penis-shaped ribbon, and underneath it said "boner donor." I was like, yes. It was like 4 ladies chasing the car, like, "Slow down, boner donor, wait." My favorite are the ladies who put the "powered by bitch" stuff stickers on their cars. That may be a Cambridge thing, I don't know. My favorite is my wife. She's really sweet. She's like, "I'm going to tell that lady to put her cart back in the parking lot of the No Frills." That's a fun place. I watch her walk to her car after she shoves the cart into the corner, and then she starts to walk to her car that says "powered by bitch dust" on the back. She's like, "I'm going to go teach that lady a lesson." I was like, "I don't think you should." She's wearing Grinch pants in June. That is not a lady you want to mess with. Slippers as outdoor shoes? Nope, you go ahead. You have a wonderful day. These are the things you learn, you know? Not getting into it with this lady today. But I do love when people put their political views on bumper stickers. The "fuck Trudeau" stuff, that worked. I told my friend, I was like, "You know he gets royalty checks for all that "fuck Trudeau" stuff." He's like, "Oh shit. I bought a lot of that stuff." But he was out there scraping it off the back of his car. I get a lot of my news from bumper stickers. Did you hear they're going to deport 3 million temporary foreign workers? And they're all claiming to be homosexual to claim asylum? I read that on a bumper sticker in Cambridge. It said, "Prove you're gay or you can't stay." I was like, damn, that is political. I like that. Oh man, all right. So I work with a guy from Russia. That's fun. Every day he ruins my lunch. He's just like, "You live easy life." I'm like, "Come on, it's not that bad." He's like, I threw away like the crust of my sandwich. He's like, "You live like a millionaire. You have easy life, bro. Look at you. Fancy lunch, throw away the bread." I was like, "It can't be that bad." He's like, "Where I'm from, all bread is ends. Every single piece is an end, bro. But go ahead, millionaire." He's always judging my lunch. He's like, "Look at this. Oh, fancy boy, look at you, look at you." He's like, "Look at my lunch. Relish. Spoon." He just brings spoon and a relish. That's how hardcore he is. I was like, "Come on, man, it can't be that bad where you're from." And he just looks at me deadpan. He's like, "Where I'm from, smiles are tears. Puppies are born old." I was like, "No. Puppies are born old." He eats apple cores. Like, he's just like, "The core is the best part. I love core." It's like, the core? There's so much nutrients in the core. I was like, we are so screwed. Oh my God. He's like, "You have easy life." I was like, "Come on, you have a beautiful family, a beautiful wife." He's like, "I love my wife so much. She is so beautiful. But her pussy hair is like steel wool. To cut your dick to shit." I was like, oh God. Jeez. Easy life for me, I guess. I don't know. I pay for the Brazilian. I don't know. That's just me, but oh god. Oh man, I love traveling. I used to go to the Caribbean a lot. I went to St. Lucia, visited a friend. We went to the movie theater. You ever seen a movie in a place other than Canada? People are like, oh, people talk a lot. No, in the Caribbean, they're like, don't go in there! Don't go in there! No way! Just like, holy shit. One guy brought a drill. Like, we went to see one of the Fast and Furious movies, and he had a guy pulls out a power drill. He's like, I was like, damn. Somebody called his friend in the theater. He's like, are you seeing this? And he picked up his phone. He's like, I'm seeing this. This is crazy. I was like, holy shit, dude. Best thing about being down there is they can't just say no. They won't just say like, no, it's too dangerous. They'll get a guy who got hurt doing it. I tried to go surfing one time. I was like, hey, can I rent a surfboard? He's like, how many times you been surfing? I'm like, I don't know, 3 times. Like, 3 times. Smokey! Smokey boy going surfing, only been 3 times. You see a guy come out, he's like paralyzed halfway on half his body. He's like, who's going surfing? It's like, me? He's like, no way. You got a mother? I'm like, yeah, I got a mother. He's like, she gonna miss you! You're gonna die out there! I'm like, okay. He's like, well, we got a boogie board we'll rent you. I was like, no, I'm okay. Then you proceed to drink like 7 or 8 shots. And you ask the guy next to you, do you know when the bus leaves? He's like, whenever I leave! I'm the driver! Yes! This is what I'm talking about. That's why you travel, you know? Oh, it's so funny that people aren't going to the States anymore. I think that's awesome. The customer service sucks. But in a funny way, you know? Like I went to Boston, I asked the bus driver, like, hey, does this bus go to Fenway? Trying to go to the Red Sox game? The bus driver's like, you don't know where Fenway fucking Park is? He's all smart, you don't know where Fenway fucking Park is? I was like, no, I'm not from here. He's like, he stands up on the bus, he goes, you don't know where Fenway fucking Park is? And this 90-year-old woman's like, what did he say? I was like, you don't know where Fenway fucking Park is? She goes, is he retarded? He's like, I don't think he's retarded, he's just not smart. Like, I'll take a cab, thank you. Oh, I'm a bad traveler too, I bring way too much liquor. I buy way too much liquor, then I gotta bring like 50 pounds of clothes in a garbage bag. Anybody else? Anybody? Yes, my man, bring way too much liquor, that's what I'm talking about. I'd like to declare 1 bottle, please. Just gotta be cool with it. No, I had 50 pounds worth of clothes in a garbage bag and I'm dragging it through the Atlanta airport just for the lady at the gate to go, what you doing flying on a plane, boy? You po. Po. He's like, he got a garbage bag full of suitcase. Oh no, she gets on the radio, she's like, girl, you gotta see this. Boy got a garbage bag full of suitcase. This lady comes over, she's like, oh my God, oh my God. Is he Po? I'm like, I'm not Po. He's like, he Po. And they announced me in front of everybody, like, where that boy with the garbage bag? You go ahead, he having a bad day. Oh man. So I'm dragging my garbage bag. And this guy goes, excuse me, I'm a priority boarder. I should be on that plane first. And the lady just goes, sir, do you have a garbage bag full of suitcase? And I was like, no you don't. Sit down. Go ahead. He having a bad day. And when you put your garbage bag in the overhead compartment, it doesn't close. That's embarrassing. They're just like slamming it over and over again until they just say, whose garbage bag full of clothes is this? And then you just pretend it's not yours, and then when you get home, you have to buy all new clothes. That's how you travel. That's how you travel, people. All right, I'm just gonna end on this one. So my wife and I are having a baby. I was really excited, but I always wanted to have a kid with an accent. I don't know how that happens. Maybe just send them there for 5 years. They'll come back with an accent. First time I saw a Scottish kid, I was like, I have $1 million idea. You rent out Scottish children to people that owe you money. You lose them as little debt collectors. You put them on a leash, they show up, they're terrifying. I was at a grocery store in Glasgow, all I heard was, I don't like cherry jelly. I want blue jelly. I was like, what is that? How do I have one of those? Because the mother goes, you can't have blue jelly, it makes you crazy. And a little girl looks up at her mother, and I started laughing. The girl goes, what the fuck are you looking at? This does not concern you. And a 5-year-old girl with a scar on her face is just like, you know, homie, you're being a bit of a cunt. I was like, damn! I want one of those! And this is just good Scottish parenting because the mother goes, no, you're not a little fucking cunt! No, Jaylee! Like, that's good parenting. Call your kid cunt once in a while. This is where my idea comes in. We get about 10 Scottish kids, really scary ones. Somebody owes you money, you show up at their house. You knock on the door, you got this kid on a leash. Okay? If anybody wants to seed some money, invest in this company, now's the time. It's gonna blow up. Knock on the door, person owes you, say, $500. They open the door, there's the kid, scar on her face, just, give me your fucking money! You're making Aaron sad. And when he's sad, I'm stabby. Now we're gonna come back here in about 2 days. And if you don't have Erin's money, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might carve up your pretty face, I don't know. I'll be like, oh, back, easy. We'll be back in 2 days. All right, if anybody wants to invest in my company, please let me know. Bring it back, Sandy. Keep supporting Loud Comedy. Thank you.
Keep it going for Aaron Rye, everybody. So funny. I don't know if you remember the beginning of his